Progress DMS. My name is Carl Lightfoot. Today I'm going to be taking you through the vehicle health check system and the role that the technician has in the process of collating the data necessary for the parts department and service advisors in the vehicle health check process. And for that I'm going to take a job that's in the system that does not have a vehicle health check started, although it's important to note at this stage I can see all of the jobs that have had vehicle health checks started. And in this case you'll see on the legend here that these jobs have had vehicle health checks started. In this case not all the work was sold, or in other cases where all the work was declined by the customer, and you'll see Smith here doesn't have a vehicle health check started at all, through to everything that's been sold. So it's quite easy to see where at any one point the jobs in your business and at which stage the vehicle health checks have been started and completed. So with that I'm going to go straight into this record. It takes me straight into the T card, and from here I can go then straight into the technician detail. One important note: if I close this and go back to the T card board, if you really wanted to, when a vehicle health check has been started, you can navigate straight into it from here, and you'll see that takes you straight into the technician page. But for the purposes of this, we're going to start afresh with a new vehicle health check. Okay, so the first thing to do, of course, is set the type. You'll notice you can set different types. You can have a winter check, a summer check, a retail vehicle health check, a used pre-delivery check. It could be a safety check, a 100-point check, and I've seen many other different types used within the vehicle health check system. And you have complete control of the layout and types that you have. But for the purpose of this, we're going to keep it as a retail job. Once established, you then have a list of all the items that need to be checked in the vehicle health check process. So from here, if I go ahead now and add pads and discs worn, you'll see the IntelliSense has already picked up the fact that I've used that terminology before. And the notes section really is just supporting information for the service advisors, so they can be clear on what it is you're trying to say. So here, must not leave the dealership dangerous. Okay, so we're going to mark that as red because that's a critical item. You can of course add the number of hours that you feel the repair is worth, but that's entirely up to the dealership whether that's necessary. And you'll see down the bottom here there's an option to fill out the tyre tread depths, and if we just populate these details here, and the price, if you know, it's typically you wouldn't do, but you're able to then of course replicate that across. So let's go and take a look at that now. So let's put in the patterns for you, and the last task of course is to then go through and add the rest of the patterns, which we'll do now. In this case I'm going to leave this spare and simply insert that record into the vehicle health check. You'll see then that's updated all the records that you can see there. Right, now from here, in fact there's another step that you can do. Having recorded it, you can of course now add those to the vehicle health check in order for the advisor to then complete the task, and you'll see there that tyres have been added under the vehicle health check. All that remains then of course is to send this on the appropriate department, in this case the parts department, for them to then go on and price that accordingly and send it on to the advisor. And at this point you don't need to do any further with this document. That concludes the technician vehicle health check process. We'll shortly be moving on to the parts row. Many thanks.